going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, time for another fresh episode of Recap. We missed you guys so much. Peace2314 was first in the comments, of course, trying to guess what our mystery collections that we're bringing back for this next week are going to be. Don't worry, we will be showing off both of them. JM1620, what's going on? Glad to see you on Flip the Script yesterday. Lee Castle, Celestino, what's going on? G. Laurent, Sub Diego 619. Hey. Hiei, Apache Podhead, Liam Enos. Always a pleasure, brother. I definitely saw you at Flip the Script yesterday. Mandon 27, Southside Steven Seavright, Archdog 7, Cap Crusader, what's up, dude? Croats 10, Recon Ricks, Sips. Hey, hit me up about that later. I'll figure out what's going on. VT Kevin R, Official Tony, what's up? My name is Eric. Yuli Gonzo, what is going on? More beer, less work. Vengeful Spectre 2. I had to really concentrate on that one for a second. David Kern, Space Hippie, Aaron Gone 408, Third in Line, always a pleasure. Wally Absurd, Hustle Mac 303, 214 Fitteds, Maco 604, Elk Dot in the house. Big drop for you coming up later this month, of course, in New York. And Zeke49, Best of AZ. Did I miss anybody? I hope not, because we got a lot to pack into the show today. But of course, I'm being flanked today by the always genuine, always best dressed man in the hat game, Tuffery Taylor.
What's going on, chat? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, man? I'm ready to talk about some hats.
Yes.
Yes. You like hats? Yeah. I think I do. What's up, guys? Oh man, my arch nemesis, Cap Crusader. What's going on, man? Love you too, brother. Nah, it's all good. Third in Line. Yeah, I was looking through, and my hat's kind of a clue for some of the people that we're actually going to be having on the show tonight. So, and also because I just wanted to show Austin love since he said he wasn't going to be able to join us tonight. So
yeah, what a jerk.
Yeah, man, you're just leaving us to our own devices. Who's going to be here to keep us on topic? I don't know. We're just going to have to look out for ourselves. It looks like
self-policing activity right there.
Self-policing. Exactly. What's going on? Hi, TTV. What's up? Best of AZ. What's going on, guys? Unfortunately, chat, I was not able to secure my Charizard. Excuse me. No, that's not what I meant. I meant that I was not able to secure the Chicago drop that came today. So I will definitely be looking on Grailed and looking everywhere else to see if I can find it. So if you happen to have a 73814, definitely look out for me.
Nice. I will say, in regard to your upside down Arizona Diamondbacks, I did cop the one that we dropped on the app exclusively today. Been meaning to add one of those to my collection, and I really like the colorway between the navy blue, the white, the kind of like teal green, and the metallic copper. So hopefully you guys were able to scoop one up as well.
Yeah, I was surprised that we were seeing a lot more of that upside down, that V design, a lot more. And I was gonna ask that. I was like, I didn't know if that was optic white or off white. That actually is.
It's off white. I did no. The funny part about it was I saw it in the warehouse when I was there last week. And I meant to buy it when I was there, but because I was working on zero sleep, I just completely forgot about it. And then once I got home, it's like, fuck, I forgot to buy the hat.
Yeah. So I feel like I forgot that actually dropped today. I was looking through that. I was like, man, that dropped today? That's crazy.
I got my invoice request in 0 hour because I completely forgot as well. And it's just like, oh no. Hey, Austin in the chat. What's up, dude?
Yeah. What's up, Austin? It's like, yeah, man. That's Pete said you're supposed to be up here with us, not in the chat. But it's all good. Austin will make sure that we don't spill any beans or any secrets. It's always good to keep him here.
Boink.
But
I don't know. What would you say? Lee Castle asked the question: is the V the trend now?
I wouldn't say. Well, actually, no. I will say that I feel like we saw a lot of V backs or V style logos. I think Frosty had one. I've seen it a few times. I want to say that a few others in the game, from different brands and stores, I've seen do it. So I think recently I'll really attribute it more to Austin. I think Austin really kind of restarted that panic a little bit.
Yeah.
In addition to Frosty, just kind of bringing back and showing what's possible with the logo. I think he did it. Like I said, I can't rave enough about it. He did a great job on this D-backs.
He did. And I'm kind of jealous that I didn't get one, so that's why I had to make up for the one that we dropped today. But speaking of Frosty, um, I saw the sneak preview of his next wave of hats that's going to be dropping at NoHo
Mhm.
either end of the month slash early April.
Yep.
Um, they look good.
Listen, I think the Bay Area, like the one that he just dropped on his story, that San Francisco, yeah, that was I, I had to comment on that. I was just like, man, that's a beautiful crown. Like that icy steel blue around that script. I was like, yeah, yeah, I might need to make a trip to secure my items because that one looks crazy.
That particular hat started like why he ended up showing me the rest because
Hmm.
a little secret, those hats accidentally got shipped to the wrong store, and so yeah, they're gonna get shipped
Mm.
to New York, so don't worry about that. But it was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. But you know, it happens every now and then, so we're
Yeah.
gonna correct that issue.
Yeah. Chana, I'm just gonna say make some friends in chat. See if you can find a way to secure that because that crown, I feel like you need that. If you were like since you love San Francisco, you need that crown. Definitely do.
Liam Minas asked if there's a Seattle, do I need to take a trip to New York to be honest? I'll tell you this. There's going to be some Seattle that is upcoming that's going to be on the website, so you don't have to go anywhere except for the comfort of your own home.
Hmm. Hmm. That's like I said, the internet, man, democratizing these releases. I'm loving it. I think that there there was, I feel like stores definitely have those exclusive releases, which are great for their fan bases and people that live in town and close to the brick and mortar. But I really do like the fact that it seems like a lot of really great hats we've been releasing are open just to everybody to be able to cop on hatclub.com or the app. So
Oh,
be on the
absolutely.
lookout.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of great hats, site sleepers, where we start the show off. Tef,
Mhm.
you want to take this one?
Sure, I will take it. Let's see here if I can share my screen. Technology. Let's see what we got here.
You're
Entire
good.
screen here. All right. So we're gonna
I was
go
gonna say, I hope
there.
I don't have too much on the screen that's preventing it from happening. Oh, there it is.
Oh, you are good. So
Bam, there you
um
go.
yep, so obviously we've had a lot of great hats drop. We've talked about this color story pack last week. Great hats in there, but I'm gonna start here. This to me is a hat that I think we may have like kind of run through. Was
Ooh.
this one of the hats from the pop-up bin, or is this a new
No,
one?
this is actually a brand new one, and I know for a fact that the, LA store is gonna be getting this one in the next few days.
Yeah, I this hat really kind of took caught my eye, caught my attention. I really like the tricolor, and then that looks like metallic copper on the outside of that Washington logo. I've always liked the RFK patch as well. Just really clean. And again, I'm guessing this is a John creation just because of the contrast stitching on the visor, but I'm really gonna say that T100 John is really making me reconsider my stance on contrast stitching on hats because it's like it's really subtle, but it's really well done. So shouts out to him, man.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. And then
definitely.
Sub Diego makes an interesting point that it's super West Coast, and I actually kind of agree with that.
Yeah, it definitely gave me like California, flag type of vibes a little bit. I think it's that teal, and the red and the orange in that
Yeah.
front logo. So that's definitely one that I looked at, that definitely caught my eye. A little bit of minor league action. I do like this Connecticut Defenders. It's a simple two-tone plain Jane, but really clean hat. Like immediately when I saw it, I thought of Royal Ones, go really
Yeah.
well with this. Um, I really, this is like a really dope hat that could go with a lot of different things. I want to say that the batterman on this, I thought it was metallic, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a flat stitch, but still very clean hat, tonal new era flag, gray UV. I just think it's a very clean minor league hat. I think we've been coming out with a lot of good minor league teams lately. So this is definitely one I said that it's kind of a sleeper for me and a pretty good size run left.
And a lot of people don't know this, that this is actually an insanely hard minor league team to find because they only
Hmm.
existed for a very short period of time.
Hmm.
So I'm really glad that we were able to add that. So for any minor league collectors out there, get your hands
Hmm.
on it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's super dope that it's like it's a submarine, but it's in the shape of a bat. So I feel like this might be one I definitely pick up for myself. I think
Oh
I'll
yeah.
definitely will pick this one up. Let's see here. So I mean, yeah, we've like we said last week or last recap, we talked about the color story pack. Still healthy stock on most of these. Was there any that you were surprised, Ben, that had like a full size run that you expected to not have as much?
Texas. I would have figured Texas would have gone through a little bit quicker just because of the color scheme and the connecting story of, we'll just say, a particular college that's in Texas that kind of shares the same color scheme.
Definitely.
But the one thing I do know is that the stores apparently have not received their khaki greens yet. I think they're supposed to show up this week. And so for a lot of you guys who like to pick them up in store, you still have that option to do that here pretty soon.
Yeah, man, that like eggshell white against that green and that metallic gold, I feel like is a really, really nice color combo. And even here with this patch, you know, again, I think we talked about that when we talked about this pack on last week's show. Just the maroon is just really tastefully done here.
Yeah.
And that 95 All-Star game is just really tough patch. I've always liked it when it's put on. I still say the final season for me is my favorite Texas patch.
That makes sense.
But that 2024 All-Star game is kind of creeping up next to this 95. I don't know if it'll overtake it. I gotta let the year go by before I make a proclamation like that.
Somebody Best of AZ in the comments talking about the college connection right there. And shout out to Ishmael Wainwright. He's back on the Suns, and I couldn't be happier about that.
I did see that. We talked about white domes coming back as well. So very good, healthy, you know, collection here of white domes. We have obviously got the hometown Atlanta Braves. We have the Brooklyn Jackie, which I think a lot of you guys in chat asked to see. So the smaller size and the biggest size are gone, but we still have the in-betweens here. But again,
still got the meat of the sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. So good greens, white guts, you know, tonal flag. I mean, this probably is one of my favorite ones. Favorite ones that I did not get the first go around. So I think I'm definitely going to try to pick this one up because of the Brooklyn Dodger. I think it's the Jackie Robinson Air Max one that's coming out. I think either end of this month or early next month. I gotta check my release calendar, but definitely a good crown I think to have with that shoe whenever it drops. And was there any more that you saw, Austin, that you felt were like sleepers?
For the white domes?
Yeah.
I mean the red brick at Houston Astros, I feel like is always a good sleeper. And then Minnesota Twins M logo. I'm always a big fan of that. And then Snake Diamondbacks.
Yeah, well, funny you said that about the white dome Stros because that's all sold out. Everybody went for that one.
I forgot to check that, but Orioles is always a favorite of mine as well, like the O''S, especially when it has an outline around it, because we don't typically have an outline in any capacity around a lot of the alternate logo hats that we use. So good to see that.
And this is a very good like Halloween hat. I feel like if you have you got the shattered backboards, if you have like Halloween dunks, any of those, I feel like this is definitely a hat you got to have in your rotation, like from just a just a style perspective. I feel like you got to have this in there. But I mean, we had the Wednesday release today, the Chicago White Sox from Austin's master pack that sold out, I think, according to Austin, in 3 minutes. So shouts out to those of you guys that were able to pick that up. Let's see here. This one I kind of wanted to highlight as well because I feel like this is a patch that we don't really see, like the anniversary patch. It's a pink UV. Definitely one that is, like I said, it's in classic Yankee colors. You know, shouts out to Austin. I know he loves that I chose this one as one of my side sleepers. But yeah, I feel like this is a really solid everyday, and it's a patch that you normally don't see, and it's pretty tough to me. I think it's like a solid everyday wear. I would definitely cop it for that. But I mean, I think for me, Ben, that's pretty much all of my side sleepers.
Yeah, no, that's a good call right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
And you know what the important part is? My internet did not cut out when you were talking about
it. Listen, I feel like if we could virtually high five right now, Ben, we're doing that. Like, we got to do that. Like, that's listen, that new modem is doing numbers. I love it. Let's go.
Oh my God. It makes me so happy. But hey, we got big things happening this weekend, of course, at Many Worlds in Phoenix, back-to-back weekends. And of course, we've got the designers with us. We're going to bring them in here momentarily. Jessie with the Greater Good, and of course, Marky with the Por La Familia. Give me 1 sec. Let me bring them in.
Yes, sir. What's up, guys? What's up, Jessie?
Jessie and Marky, what's going on?
What up? What's good?
Thanks for having
me. Yeah. What's going on, Marky?
Absolutely. Sorry to keep you on ice there for a little bit longer than I expected.
You're good.
It's all good, man. Appreciate you having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So first off, how you guys feeling about this weekend, especially for as successful as the Arizona Coyotes pop-up went this last weekend?
Dude, feeling hyped. Coyotes pop-up was definitely a really fun, eventful event there. I personally love every time the Coyotes are doing activations. One of my favorite things to do here in the city is catch Coyote games and just like gather with the Yotes. It's always a fun time, and got to like get the month started with all the Hat Club team, and it was just cool seeing everybody and just getting pumped for this month, honestly, and all the drops going on.
Yeah, 1000%. Arizona's been going up this month. I feel like there's like almost like an event. It looks like every weekend, for you guys. So I know it's like going up out there.
And especially considering the fact that like for the last year or two, a lot of people in Arizona have been wondering like when we're gonna do more events in Arizona. And it's just like it started off last year with at Many Worlds with the Super Mart event, and then we're doing it like tenfold this year. And the fact that we've already got 2 knocked out, not to mention I think there's another one before March is over. So
Sheesh.
doing big things.
Big
Arizona
things, big things.
no joke.
Hell yeah.
We trying out here.
So what was that?
I said we trying out here.
No, you guys are doing. It's not even trying. You guys are just doing.
I was super jealous when I saw like all the B-roll from the Coyote event. It just really looked like a really good vibe, good time. Folks were copping hats, the merch there was looking A1. Like I was like, man, might need to come out and hang out with you guys like for a weekend or two, because y'all are doing big things.
Gotta make the trip.
For sure.
So what got you guys started off in the hat game as far as like you personally? What was like the first hat that you guys can recall ever picking up? And we'll start with you, Jesse.
Man, I mean, being from Cali, obviously original like Dodger blue, LA fitted, Sandlot, Benny the Jet was an icon to like us growing up.
Nice.
Also, I forgot what team it was, but it was a minor league team, and I've been trying to like look in the archives to find that logo, but it was like black crown, orange hit. Honestly, like minor league teams, and you guys were just talking about one earlier, and I just love minor league, the Batterman on the back, and just all the logos and shit. So honestly, I started buying minor league teams in a random like little mom and pop shop in Cali, and just from then on out, just started collecting, and then finding old fittage with like the patches on the side, but them having to be from those years and stuff. So honestly, just diving into the history of like these patches and certain colorways, and like seeing the resurgence has been so cool to see. And obviously Hat Club being the top of the top, killing it.
Yeah,
exactly.
talk about it.
But obviously for me, being from LA, was the classic Dodger LA fitted. Can't beat that.
Nice. How about you, Marky?
No, likewise, man. Like I was born in like pretty much in LA too, so it's always been like the classic Dodger blue cap. And I want to say when I met Panda, she actually blessed me with this beauty over here. It has like all kinds of different little patches on the side. Strip logo, little rose on the hit, side panel.
Man, that hat sold out like 4 goddamn times, like all throughout COVID and such. And oh my god, that was just an undisputed like knockout of a hat.
Yeah, I feel like what got me into collecting hats too, man. So like, it's crazy the amount of embroidery and all the things I love, and then plus I've always worn like the classic blue like LA hats or the white and black joints. So yeah, I feel like what did it for me too, just to start off just hats.
Facts. Yeah. I really wonder where like that trend went. I feel like I saw Bron wearing like a hat kind of like that at like a summer league game, and then I feel like we saw like a real like pickup of it, and then it just like vanished as quickly as it came in.
Kids don't know these days.
Yeah. So I mean, in general, for you guys, because obviously, to design and to do things, you got to have, a good, knowledge and understanding of history. How many hats would you guys say right now that you have in your collections? Like, respectfully, like, you don't have to give an exact number because I know that's tough to do. But like, if you had to ballpark it, how many would you say that you have?
Sheesh. I mean, how many fit in a duffel bag right now? Like 30?
Yeah, like 30.
About 30. Yeah, it's about 30.
Okay, so I probably got like a little 40 piece.
Okay, that's not too shabby.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I have a lot of hats. I have a lot of hats. I love the feeling of a freshie too, just like freshie, like fresh vibe. This is how I'm feeling like this week or this month. So I'm gonna at least say 40 plus. I'm gonna meet Marky there and just say 40 plus. I don't know how much. Honestly, I have a little storage and I have like a couple boxes of hats that I like cycle out. But then I love like finding them and be like, oh, this is classic. I was wearing this 10 years ago, and a nice gray UV, and just steam it up, clean it up, and fresh to go. But yeah, 40 plus.
Now, do you guys do your own steaming, own curving, or do you get it done in store?
I actually go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, I do my own personally. Honestly, I wasn't steaming until I would say maybe 2 years ago, and I was just doing it by hand, classic by feel. I will say I'm a victim of cracking a couple brims. I'm not proud. It just happens. You get a little too, curve happy. But now definitely the go-to is the steam with, the bands, and I learned a lot on like TikTok, and all the new hat collectors got a lot of good tips. So my brims are on point now.
Say that. What about you, Marky?
I actually had to watch, like, there's this guy, his name is Skate the Great. So he did like a tutorial, like how to hold the brim and stuff. So I kind of learned off of that, and then I don't have a little steamer, so don't roast me in the comments. But I've been using like a little pot with just the water, and just use the steam off of that, and just kind of put the front of the bag, and then just cover from there. So
hey man, however you get the steam, it don't matter. It don't matter as long as.
So I just knock it out that way for everybody.
I mean, Mark, you got nothing to worry about getting roasted on account of the fact that it's like, look at the light ass curve that I've got going on mine. I mean, it's still borderline flat.
Yeah. I was like, Ben, you pull it off, man. I don't think I've ever seen like you said, yours is probably almost as close to bone straight as I think you could get.
I was gonna say
like
it's slight, but it's only because I played baseball, so I got used to it, still being just kind of, but I couldn't do it, straight up square.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like, but yeah, Ben, I mean, we can answer it too. How many do you think you have? Like ballpark, how many hats?
Oh, like 2,000.
Yeah. Man,
off the cuff. I already know it's a stupidly high number, and I'm surprised my wife hasn't divorced me yet.
Wow. I feel like I started back heavy collecting, probably about 2 years ago. So now I'm back up to, I think I'm at 500 now.
Wow. Nice.
I'm at 500, yeah. So yeah. But 2,000 to me just seems like unconscionable. I don't even know what I would probably need like an Excel spreadsheet to keep track of all the hats that I had if I had 2,000.
That's insane.
When did you guys first hear about Hat Club? Was it when you guys were living in California or when you came out to Arizona?
I want to say Arizona. There's a local mall out here. It's called Desert Sky.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's like, yeah, R.I.P. I think that was like the latest Hat Club store that I've ever been to. But yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, I mean, I knew of Hat Club back in the day in Cali at the malls. That's why that classic logo just hit, like, it's just so nostalgic for me. But yeah, definitely going into Hat Club. At that time, we weren't getting as like creative as we are nowadays. It was just kind of like the classic on feels, maybe a little extra, like, like seasonal, like textures and fabrics and stuff. But definitely remembered like seeing them in the mall. Nowadays though, it's like they're super clean. I think we got one at Arrowhead.
Yep.
The one at Mills is honestly my favorite one. They just like
Jada plug.
yeah, dude. Those guys are so cool, and they got huge selection of stuff that like I went in a couple months ago, saw a whole bunch of stuff from Ballpark Snacks, and I'm just like, oh, they had a whole bunch of hats on sale and stuff. So I would say the Mills Mall here in Arizona is like my go-to.
Nice.
Say that. So, I mean, obviously, like you guys said, y'all been around, y'all seen Hat Club grow, develop, into a newer brand or I guess a more revitalized brand, as you're saying, Jesse, with just incorporating new different, styles and hooks with our hats. So I feel like you guys can answer this question. So what is your personal favorite hat from Hat Club you have in your collection? And you cannot say your own hat. Well, you can't say your own hat, actually. I don't mind that. If you personally think that that's your favorite thing ever, cool. You can run with that.
I'll let you go first, Mark. I gotta think about it.
Woo. I'm looking at my bag right now. I think I'm gonna stick to what I was showing earlier, bro. Like, just because it. I mean, I feel like this is what got me into just collecting just my city at the time, So when Panda introduced me to this and she gifted me this, I feel like it's a little bit more meaningful that she personally gifted me to one of my events. So has to be it. So taking care of this one.
I don't know why I cannot remember what the hell the name of that hat's called. I keep thinking it's called the Icons or something like that, but I feel like it's more elaborate than that name.
Yeah, I feel like Icon sounds about right. I can't remember it either. As
I'm old, I forget stuff.
I might have to give a top 3 if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, top 3 is cool. We could do that.
Okay, I would say I really like the Ballpark Snacks Gatorade Dodgers. Really love that.
Nice. Shout out to Yodi on that one.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Yodi.
Went off on those. I do love a good olive green, so the green martini D-back. I really like. And then DeAndre Hopkins designed a Cardinals hat last season for the Super Bowl with the nuke pin. I really love
that hat was amazing. And then clutch to Austin in the comments. It was the city icon. So we were halfway there with the name of your favorite hat, Marky.
Yeah,
and then shout out to DeAndre Hopkins. I hope the guy that we're able to do more with him, just because his entire collection that he brought out, same with Ishmael Wainwright, were flawless for the Supermart event.
Facts.
Yeah. And only because we let Jesse have 3. Marky, if you obviously we know the City Icons hat is your top one. So if you had to say 2 more, that would be your top 3, personal top 3. What would you say?
I'm trying to think. I had this one from the I want to say it was a beers pack. Don't think I have it with me right now. It was a Brewers.
Oh yeah.
Was it the 2-tone light navy baby blue?
Yeah. Got that joint.
Shout out to Yodi again.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's another good classic.
Well, I'm mad I didn't get my hands on that one. Crazy.
I couldn't get my hands on this one, but there's another local guy, Jimmy Gutierrez. He dropped a Bags black and olive joint. I want to say
that's a great
one. I
one.
get that one, but I mean, whoever that was a must-have in your collection for sure. But couldn't get my
big facts. I like that you guys picked hats that I feel are unique and special and sentimental to y'all. I think sometimes in the hat game we kind of get caught up in the hype and we're just what's the newest thing? And does that thing take over, years of other hats and crowns that are great in their own right and respect? So I appreciate that. I feel like you guys had a good balance of things that you like personally, but then stuff that's, some good throwbacks.
Facts.
Yeah. I like good colors too. I like a good color palette, just to spice up the fit. You know what I mean? Even if you go neutral with a good colorway, that's my shit right there.
Nice. So, how did you guys get into doing designs in a collaboration with Hat Club? How did that all come about?
You want to go first, Mark?
I mean, me and Pan have been talking about this since. I want to say it was the first time Jay Tips was out here. I met him, at a friends and family event, and before he stepped in the room, like me and Panda were having a conversation. I was like, hey, like I had this that dropped back in like 2019. I would, see if you can give me a chance, and would love to see if I could put this all together in the hat. And so that was back in 2021. So 3 years later, we're finally doing it. So I feel like since that conversation, then she's held her word, and we were able to piece this all together now.
Panda's good people like that.
Yeah. Big homie. That's our big homie.
Yes.
How about you, Jesse?
Yeah. Going back to Ballpark Snacks, I got asked to model that collection, which was super fun. It was my first like entry into. Actually, the other model just walked in right now, but the Ballpark Snacks collection was one of my first like projects working with Hat Club. I mean, obviously been a fan for so long and knew pretty much most of the Arizona team, like Richard and Davey and Lowe and Stachel and just like all the homies. So that was the first project I was involved in, and then just help with styling and just like consulting whenever I could, like for projects here locally and just like certain people. And just was always like showing up anytime I could and just showing love. And then just within conversation, we knew something was gonna happen eventually. Just was waiting for the right time. There was a couple other like projects that was talking with, but yeah, we finally got the opportunity to work on small collection, and I was just stoked. I was like my mind was going everywhere. I knew it was coming, but I just wasn't sure on like what story I wanted to tell, like for the first go. Yeah, I mean, we're here now. They drop on Saturday. Saturday, it was crazy seeing them in hand, from idea to in hand in person, to sharing them with all the collectors and homies, and obviously the city. But man, it's been a fun journey working with Hat Club, and now finally having some work to share with the people is super exciting.
I'm super stoked for you guys.
Yeah, I feel like it's something about like seeing something you design and then actually seeing it like come to life in hand. It's just like, wow, like I actually put this together. And I feel like that's a great, like transition into like you guys telling us, respectively, like what was your story? Like what was the inspiration, behind both of your collections? Because when I looked through the hats, like when Ben and me were talking about them, I was like, man, both of these are like insane. Like they look really well executed. Color placement is on point. So like we just want to get insight on that. Like what was your inspiration for these collections?
Cool. Yeah, I guess I could start with mine. So my collection was definitely based on like the elements specifically here in Arizona. I mean, my favorite thing to do, even when we checked in earlier, I was outside. I love being outdoors. I love hanging out outside and just taking on like Arizona is such a beautiful place, and like the colors and like color of the sky, like the sunsets and just like the natural earth tones. It's like I'm always inspired by Arizona. This collection was definitely inspired by the elements. I called it Tierra, Cielo y todo en medio, which means land, sky, and everything in between. Everything in between being like you know us, and just everything literally in between from land and sky, right? And just like admiring that, stop and enjoying like the little things. Obviously, like expressing yourself through product is super cool, but also just enjoying like the elements and using product to tell a story and to remind people to appreciate like nature and just, God made elements. So this collection was definitely inspired by my favorite earth tones here in Arizona. Obviously, this LA representing the sky. All of the hats that are dropping this Saturday have a corduroy upper visor.
Excellent.
Was to represent land, right? To give it texture, to represent the brown and the land. So I wanted to have a common theme in all three hats, to have the brown cord upper brim. I really love how it feels too, and how they look with all the colorways. This one was definitely inspired by the place we're in now, the Greater Good. It's you guys don't know, it's a place that's really special, not only to me but to the city here in Phoenix, and represents the city, and just gives all the love he can to the city. So this one was the closest I could get to kind of representing that. And then this color is just it's just beautiful. Honestly, this one's probably my favorite. Just the green patch hitting the green UV, the cord and the Sedona red, orange, the burnt orange, with the copper lining on the D, with the good green hits all around. Yeah, this one I was excited to share with. I was like, man, I can't wait to see people like rocking this to the game, or just out and about just wearing it. Um, and yeah, obviously LA being where I'm from originally, had to show some hometown love for sure.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that D-backs right there is just that was like, of all three, I love all of them, but I feel like that one that's just gonna be really it was just like really well put together. I think those colors just really blend and coexist really well with each other.
I don't know if you saw the comments, but a lot of people were actually digging the original name that you were going to call your collection.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, bet. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited that people said that. Honestly.
Hell yeah, brother.
For sure.
Marky,
What
how
about
about you, man?
So everything just comes based off of this color palette. So this was the shoe that was released back in 2019. So this is probably like the big meaning behind like just Por La Familia in general. So pretty much I dropped this hat back in 2021 during the COVID time. So got this inspiration for this to this. So that's like what I call the roots collection, So like a rose, we might grow differently, but our roots and connect us to who we are, and what we call home. So this is like the Houston Nationals hat. So the inspiration behind this one, it's like a pit stop. My family is from El Salvador, so would have to stop by Houston, and then we get to go wherever we need to. So whether it's Arizona or California, since I got family in Arizona and California, so this was like the main pit stop. For the D-backs, the breaking behind this, it's Arizona born, so you don't. It's like if you're born here, you can make it here. You don't have to, move out of state, like go to LA, go to I don't know, like New York or something like that, just to make things happen. Like why not rep heavy for your city and put our city on the map? So that was like an inspiration behind that. So brown crown just to represent the brown pride, and yeah. And then I got this one on my head. So this is the Dodgers one. So this is pretty much getting inspo from the one I got, or the one I dropped back in 2021. So
yeah,
I love it.
Is bringing this old colorway back, and this is just representing like the childhood from when I used to live in LA for about 10 years before moving out here. Just gathering inspiration from the apartment complex that I lived with my family back in the time, and then just moving out here and raised in Arizona from there. So that's what I call the Roots Collection.
That's so sick.
Yeah, man. I like how both of you guys' collections, like, in a sense, tell a story just about you personally, but then also like it's about, I think, Marky, like you said, is about repping where you're from. I think a lot of times, like bigger major markets, or major markets as we know them as, LA, New York get love, and rightfully so. They're great places to be. But I think it's like something dope about like where you're from, and you make that cool to where people are like, yo, I want that. I feel like that's you're a hometown hero in your own right. It's like, so I respect anybody that's doing that in their own community, in their own area. So, shouts out to both of you guys. I think that that's extremely dope how y'all weave storytelling into your designs. And I'm already knowing it's sold out. I mean, chat's already saying people are like, I need both D-backs, I need both LAs. Like, I feel like it's going to be a great weekend.
About to go crazy.
Yeah, man. So, like, I guess in that same aspect, I mean, obviously, I don't think, some people in chat know, others may not. There's a lot that goes into like mocking up and, first of all, like establishing a hat design. So, I mean, prior to this experience with Hat Club, did you guys have experience previously mocking up designs, or was this like your first time and you kind of had to work a little bit more closely with the designers to kind of get it where you wanted to get it?
Let's see, you could go first, Jesse.
Okay, cool. For me personally, I love like going back on what you said. I love storytelling, but storytelling through like garments or even what I do. My trade is hair, so like
Mm-hmm.
doing designs, things like that. I love storytelling in general. Luckily, I have had a little bit of experience designing clothes, and I've done hats as well. Not exclusively fitted, but we've done a lot of like cut and sew, manufactured like
Mm-hmm.
um, unconstructed like style hats, like the wool. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with like other like older wool style hats.
Mm-hmm.
I personally like wearing hats like that. Um, obviously classic snaps and stuff. Back in the day, snaps were just hot, and honestly, they're coming back. Honestly, I'm like
Yeah.
becoming a new fan of A-frames. I was just talking to Davey about this. I was like, yo, like the A-frame is crazy. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really, I'm almost like kind of mad I didn't make an A-frame for this collection because I wanted to make sure like make sure everybody is hyped about something.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, luckily I've had a decent amount of experience designing and getting more in my designer bag as well as with my team here. So yeah, man, I mean, I really love designing and more than anything storytelling through design and collaborating too. Collaboration is one of my favorite forms of creating as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting in the room with other creatives and really like throwing all kinds of ideas out there and just fine tuning it and really sculpting something that we're proud of. So yeah, I mean, I really do love it. I enjoy designing and this is just hopefully the first project with Hack Club and hopefully it does really well and we could keep storytelling and designing through this medium. These crowns that we're wearing.
Yeah, 1000%. What about you, Marky? Like, was this your first time designing, or well, I feel like you like you said you had that shoe that you did or you had that hat you did back in 2019. So I guess you already answered it. This wasn't your first time. So
Yeah.
what
No,
what?
he's killer.
So yeah, pretty much this is my third time. And just real quick, I
Mhm.
want to apologize if my Wi-Fi is trash. I don't know what's going on.
You're good, man. Your audio's coming
I'm
in
getting
great.
I'm
Is like the
getting
most
text.
important part, so we can hear you.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
I just want to make sure. But yeah, no. So again, this was back in 2021. Um, so this was my first hat experience, just designing
Mhm.
red little under visors. So this is all inspired just from that one shoe back in from
Mhm.
2019. This was 2021. This was
Okay.
actually last year's in August. Um, Pink under visor.
Very
So
clean.
a lot of these is just based on just experience. So I know a lot of people just would reach out to me and just be like, "Hey, like I've done some mock-ups. Like, how do you find inspiration in terms of like storytelling?" And I always just tell everyone like, just go with what you experience. Like that's pretty much your key to your
Hmm.
storytelling is, and you're come. There's a lot of hat collectors and they do
True.
mock-ups. I see all the time, and just want to just let them know if they're in here or not. Just go with what you experience, and that's going to be your storytelling from there. So yeah, this will be my actual third time officially with Hat Club though. since
Oh
the other
yeah.
since the other two were with the retail spot out here in Arizona. But yeah, definitely it's key.
Yeah. And I think Sub Diego hit on something that's really important that you said, like, experience is reality. I think that, for a lot of times, I think with mock-ups, we always think like it has to be curated or hooked by something. When sometimes just simple things, like if it's just a neighborhood spot that's like local to your like area, like that's a way that you can kind of draw a person that's never been, to wherever you're from, into like, hey, like they know you. It's like a conversation. I think that the best hats that I've seen, that my friends have done, it's like it's always a conversation about just something they drew from. So, I mean, I think you guys did a really good job with that with this collection.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And I especially
Yeah.
have to praise you guys for the level of depth in your storytelling through your hats.
Hmm.
I think that's one thing, having been an Hat Club employee for the last decade that I definitely pride myself working for this company on, and especially with the inspirations that Freddie, John, Jorge, and Justin have done is that they definitely take stuff from their personal life and they add a lot more depth to it. Both you guys obviously have 3 hats per part of your collection. Is there a 4th or a 5th team that you wish you could have added to it, or do you feel like it would have kind of detracted from the storytelling?
I definitely have one, and I was looking at it today, and it's a minor league team. It's the Phoenix Firebirds.
Ooh.
I really want to logo. One of my favorite hats to wear on a daily basis. So maybe something soon we could do something with the Firebirds logo. I mean, honestly, every time I wear it, I always run into like a Phoenix native who like breaks down the story about the Firebirds and how they like appreciated going to the games growing up, and like I said, that minor league Batterman is one of my favorites. I just love the way it looks.
Yeah.
I would say that would be probably my runner up.
That's a good call. How about you, Marky?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick to my 3, man. To be honest.
Okay, no, it's fair.
Yeah, it's just to tie it all together with the storytelling. I feel like that those 3 just has to make sense. So
Yeah,
I know I'm just gonna randomly choose something just to put it out, but it's like it has to make sense before I do.
Yeah. And I feel like that's like insight that I think people, when you look at collections, and I'm sure you guys can attest to this because you've been through that process. You, Mark, you've been through it 3 times. It's like when you start to expand it to like really big collections, like I'm always impressed with like Wilder and Austin this year. Those are the 2 names that came to the top of my head because those are recent Hat Club releases. It's like when you're cranking out 6, 7, 8 hats, it's like that's it's pressure because you want all the hats to be executed well. So it's like finding that balance between, is there enough storytelling, right, to go around to where the hats make sense? Do they all exist in that ecosystem the right way? So I feel like for anybody, I mean, even for me, like doing 7 or 8 would be tough, but I would probably have to stretch it out like maybe 3 at a time, until release date. So I don't. I think both of y'all's collections with 3 is dope. Jesse, I'm kind of upset we didn't get a Firebird, man. I kind of feel like that would have went perfect with the elements, like sun. Like I'm geeked off of that. Actually, that'd be tough.
And shout out to AB, man. I actually just met him this last week, and honestly, man, I definitely was under a rock or something because I hadn't seen his work until I probably have seen his work, but didn't know who was like designing some of these caps until fairly recent. And honestly, seeing his like patchwork colorway, just like his like obviously storytelling is immaculate, but just like his color theory, his color like palettes are on point, man. I've learned a lot just watching his like patchwork color design. You know what I mean? And I had to tell him that when I seen him, I was like, "Yo, dude, like, I'm mad I didn't see your work sooner because I wish I had a little bit more fun on the patchwork." And just in general, like his designs are super sick. Like the Viva Los Dodgers that just came out last week was crazy. Bon Dulce was crazy, and just just watching even the Wild Panda designs are fucking nuts. Yeah, honestly, like had to give him his respect last week, and I was like, dude, like right now you're like my favorite to watch with these colorways. So shout out to AB.
Yeah, shouts out to Davey and AB on that Wild Panda pack. Marky just showed that Friends and Family Phillies, which is insane. I felt like I told Davey, I said like that hat, like in particular, like one, that Phillies P is not used very often. I want to say the last time we used it was I think it was the Heartbreaker pack, if I'm not mistaken.
That was
the last. Yeah, that was the last time that we used that. And that old English P is like crazy. I think actually the Austin Dubs. Yep. That crown is crazy, like insane.
Crazy.
If you look at what is it? I think it's Austin calls it the poop patch, or most people I think I've talked to call it the poop patch, but I think it's
the 100-year anniversary of
patch. Yeah. So like that patch in particular, the old English P is in there. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that they had that logo until the Heartbreaker pack came out. So the fact that she did that, the front logo is insane. The side patch is insane. And it's a pink UV. Like, I feel like, again, it's just command of the color palette, command of what they did for that pack was tough. Yeah. FNF. I'm jealous of anybody that touched that. That crown is beautiful. She did immaculate work on that. Shouts out Davey. Shouts out AB.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are making me nervous for when mine drops. I'm like, man, I gotta really step right.
Yeah, I don't feel like making other collections anymore just because the fact that that AB and Davey have just kind of like taken over as far as like tops of the game in this regard and makes my collection look like shit.
Yeah. That baby boy Brooklyn that the AB did as well. I was like, boy, that no Batterman, ICUV.
Nasty.
Yeah,
Hard.
you were a sick man for that. You were a sick man for that, respectfully, bro. You did that.
What would you say you guys are most looking forward to this weekend outside of like obviously your hat selling out?
Well, I mean, for me, it's just everybody just showing out. It's like people coming out of their time and day just to pull up and show love and support me and Jessie, and also me and Jessie are actually working our personal collab outside of like the pack too. So that's going to be something special for the community to come out and they'll be able to experience that. So we got Jaritos to sponsor the event, and yeah, it's going to be really crazy for those who are going to pull up, man. So most, that's our actual collab name for that event. So yeah, very excited to see everybody there, man, and just want to say thank you to everyone that pulls up. So
yeah, I was about to say the same. Marky and I have been friends for a couple years. I was, obviously like a fan of his work. I got the Por La Familia Air Max 1s when they first came out. Didn't know Marky at the time, but eventually we crossed paths and became really good friends. And, we always talked about collaborating in some way, with like garments and stuff. So we were just talking about that for years. And then kind of like by chance, we got paired up to drop on the same day. So we were like, yo, let's use this opportunity to finally collaborate on some pieces and just kind of like represent our stories together and, do a fun installation. So out front at Many Worlds, we'll have the Por La Familia Greater Good, Unidos Seguimos pop-up installation out front. Like you said, we have Jaritos pulling up. We got a Moiso, super dope local food concept here in Arizona popping up. And yeah, man, honestly, just excited to share not only this project with the city, but just like the chance to gather and celebrate something that represents them, and just just all the cool conversations and just like me personally, I love gatherings because you never know what comes from those conversations.
Totally,
all kinds of things spark that. So any chance that we get to gather, I feel like is a opportunity to just show each other love and just brainstorm and come up with some cool ideas, or just meet somebody that you've been following for a long time and just share a good moment. So honestly, I'm excited about the moment. Shout out to Hat Club for letting us do it, and you guys for helping us spread the word a little bit more, sharing our story. And shout out to Marky, man. I'm honored to get this opportunity to work with him this time around, and we know we're gonna have a lot more work moving forward as well.
Hell yeah, so, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, man.
Taff, you got any other questions?
I was gonna say, like, I think for Marky, obviously, like you said, you've had 2 other collaborations, but do you feel like that feeling ever gets old? Seeing like someone else wear your hat, like when you go out and you see like, man, like somebody's actually wearing something that I made. Like, I feel like that's got to be a crazy feeling, like to be like, wow, somebody paid money for something I made.
It's still crazy, man. Like even from these past events, from these last couple hat drops, people would whip these out, and I was like, my pair is already cooked. Like I only have my one pair, and they're already like beat to death. And theirs is still like crispy clean. So, and then same thing like for those who were able to get the 1.0 hat. Same thing. People were telling me stories of how much they had to pay resale. I believe one of the managers at the Arizona Mall paid like $600 for the D-Bax one. So I was like, God, right? So it's still
so mine real.
Lord.
Yeah. It's a crazy like just people representing your brand and what the story behind it. mean, I get DMs too of they're sharing the story that I tell, and I love that. So it's always good seeing that.
Yeah, I'm with chat right now. I'm stuck at like 600. That's some major cheddar right there. But I mean, but I feel like that speaks to just what people value. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when a story is authentic and it really connects with people, then it's like that's what makes it invaluable, makes it priceless, and it makes it sought after. I feel like that's what really helps, when creators, take that time. I mean, and for you, Jesse, like you said, this is your first time. So for you, do you feel like, what do you think that feeling is going to be like for you, seeing people like buy it and maybe be like, dude, I'm taking the stickers off. I'm rocking this out the store. Like, how you think that's going to make you feel?
I'm super stoked. Even with the Guardians, I remember initially designing with Jorge, and he was like, "Yeah, we don't do a lot of Guardians hats, and obviously it's a new logo, obviously new team name, and but I definitely wanted to do something that represented the greater good, because to me it's like it's grown to become a staple in the city, which I'm so appreciative for. But there's so many people that are aligned and has been impacted by the greater good that I feel like they've seen it. They're super stoked for a Guardians hat, and who knows if they would have bought a Guardians hat prior to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, with the D-backs hat, man, I'm super stoked to hopefully see people wearing it, walking around who have no clue like who designed or anything, who just loved it just because it was a good cop. And yeah, I mean, I feel like anything you create, it's like you're always a little like self-conscious putting stuff out, and you're not sure if people will like it. But honestly, like when people like receive it and are excited about it, I feel good. I feel good about this collection. I feel like this collection is, a very like versatile collection too. I think all colors match together, but also tell like an individual like story as well. So I'm stoked to see it on people's heads, and hopefully people come out this Saturday and support. I'm lucky I'm teaming up with Marky because I know there's gonna be a line down the block.
No,
Yeah.
no.
A little extra,
Listen, man. I for both of you guys, I know it's gonna be a sellout. Jesse, we need that Firebird. We need part 2. I'm voting for it. That's like, yeah, like A-frame it up, like, because I'm with you. I think that it just takes people really being willing to push boundaries. 5950 is the status quo right now. Everybody loves those. That's cool. But I'm like you. I would like to see a little bit more people, like the community, embrace A-frames a little bit more. But it's got to be. I wouldn't tell people to force it, because obviously you don't want people doing that either. But I think that they're really good looking hats. I mean, we've had some collections that the hat clubs dropped, and in the A-frame it looks just as good, if not. I think, what was it, the Sweethearts pack, Ben, that you like, that we had looked at, and those A-frames actually look pretty tough. They look really, really tough.
Yeah,
I like that.
Coyotes A-frames were solid.
Yeah, those two. Like, I think shouts out to Ben for the warehouse pictures on those, because those are those are clean.
Yeah, for sure.
Had to do it. Guys, for anybody who's tuning in and of course watching the replay, this Saturday at Many Worlds in Phoenix, Arizona. If you weren't at the Arizona Coyotes event last weekend, it's the same spot we did the Supermart event last year for the Super Bowl. Show kicks off at 10 a.m. in the morning, goes till 5 p.m. Jarritos, shout out to them. They're going to be providing some drinks. There's going to be some food, as Jesse and Marky both provided. Seriously, guys, best of luck to the both of you. I know it's going to be a huge success, and I'm looking forward to many more ventures in the future.
Yeah, man.
Let's get it.
Sell out energy. We need it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You guys be easy.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you.
Later.
Peace.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. My bad.
It was the impulse. It was a reflex.
No, it was because Jesse was in the one frame, and then he just ended up straight up leaving, and it's just like, oh no.
Right. He said bye to Steph. You don't need to do any more for the show. You're gone.
No, oh my God. I'm so looking forward to like how that event's gonna go. And then there's actually another surprise I didn't want to like barge in the middle of their discussion on. There's actually a third collection that's going to be dropping on Saturday as well.
Anybody
want to see photos?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like photos. I like hats.
Of
Let's
course.
see it.
So for a lot of you guys who may not know, the company was founded in 1992, originally by Danny Ainge, but then formed a partnership with the Stachel brothers, Paul and Steven. So we are introducing the Founders Pack. Obviously, we had already done some Danny Ainge ones in the past with the Toronto Blue Jays. But first one up, Brooklyn Dodgers two-tone. Hold on, let me zoom on that a little bit.
With that Mets patch.
And I was gonna say, I thankfully have all the details as far as inspirations behind all of them. So Paul and Steven are both from Brooklyn, and 2013. Oh god, now I'm drawing a blank as far as what the fucking 2013 means. God damn it. Oh shit. Hold on.
You got it, Ben. You got it. I believe in you.
No, I had it and then I just lost it. Oh my god. Where the hell's the conversation piece at for that one? Help!
Help me.
Oh
Help.
my god.
But no, I will say as filler, I think that this you got it? Okay, cool.
2013 is when the Soho store opened. I'm stupid. God damn it.
You're good, Ben. You redeemed yourself. You took
did.
back over. You know, we were tail spinning and then you came back.
But
I had faith.
black crown, Dodger blue button, Dodger blue upper visor, and of course, gray under visor for this one. Where is Soho? It was on the corner. I think it was on 5th and Mercer. That the old location in New York before it moved to the current location. So that's what Soho is.
Yep.
Oh my
So
god.
then,
My bad.
but yeah, that Mets patch that already looks vicious. It looks
sexy.
Like, yeah, like I feel like this, yeah.
Yeah.
That gold and that, yep. That's nasty. That's nasty.
And of course the interior and back details. So flat stitch baddie, of course, baby blue and royal blue, black sweatband and gray under visor. Like I said, oh my god, I can't believe I spaced on that 2013 thing.
Yep.
It's just too much information.
Too much.
Here is number 2, obvious choice that's going here with the Arizona Diamondbacks. So a lot of Diamondbacks hats dropping this Saturday. Most notably with the color scheme for this one, it's actually the original color scheme for Hat Club.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I see Arizona like spell outs, I've always liked how they use the purple and the teal and then copper somehow in some way. I just like the fact that we kind of rotate where it is on the hat. So in this case, we got a teal button and then the copper, heavy in the side patch. This is clean. I do like this.
I got a little bit closer examination of the side patch there. So, I mean, if you're just an OG Diamondbacks fan, like the color scheme just kind of works out at the same time. But in regard to storytelling, like I said, original colorway for Hat Club there. And then flat stitch baddie with the metallic copper, teal, and purple, black sweatband, gray under visor.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a variety pack D-backs that came out in this same color scheme. It wasn't, I think it was a purple button instead of a teal one.
You're right.
Yeah, it was. I called it a lost white dome, but like because we have the snake head for this current one, but it's clean. I do like it. It reminds me of that hat.
Liam, it's the current color scheme for Hat Club is black, white, and yellow, technically. And these are only going to be at the event on Saturday. So along with the Por La Familia and the Greater Good collection for both Jessie and Marky. And this is the last one. A lot of people have been asking me about this one. San Diego Padres. Now, the San Diego aspect of it doesn't have much of a connection outside of maybe like Brandiose and Clink Room, but more specifically with the 1992 All-Star Game patch, company founded in 1992. And then, current colorway. So I was wrong about the yellow. We'll say metallic copper instead of black, white, and yellow. So there you go.
Yeah, no, that like this one, like I feel like we talked about this with Wilder's pack where he, used the metallic threading on the D for the, the San Diego Padres logo up. This looks very well executed. That side patch is heavy.
I love it.
Patch is heavy.
Man. And then going back to like our last few discussions about Padres and using the block lettering but the dual colors instead of just a solid one tone, I think it works great here.
exactly how I think it definitely looks that. Ooh, and that's
Yeah.
and that's purple in there. Ooh,
I
yeah.
realized keeping it on the other angle and the way the light was hitting off it. No, I need to show you guys the close up of this one.
Yeah, that one is insane. I feel like when you look at it at first glance, it's like, wow, where's the purple coming from? But I think it's the purple next to that metallic copper is that hits. That hits.
It sings. It sings.
It sings. Yes. Yes.
Green undervisor on this one, flat stitch baddie, metallic copper in teal and black sweatband. I think these are all made in China. Stock actually on these is pretty low. I fully expect these
Mhm.
to sell out at the event, just because of what I saw in the warehouse. So yeah, if you guys need more of a reason to go to the event outside of Por La Familia and Greater Good this Saturday, here you go.
Would you want to put a bet on which one is going to sell out first?
Oh, the Padres.
Yeah, I was just making sure we're on the same page. I would say, yeah, I feel like the Padres is going first, and then because we
Uh,
had Brooklyn, and then we also had the other one, which was wow, how did I forget it that quickly? We had Brooklyn,
oh, the
San
Diamondbacks one.
Diego, and the Diamondbacks. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Padres, Brooklyn, and then D-backs will probably sell out. Well, if they're releasing in Arizona, maybe I give the D-backs a chance to sell out before the Brooklyn. I give that
I
a
will
chance.
say this: the Diamondbacks has the most quantity of all three.
Which as it should,
Yeah,
because that's
no, totally.
hometown team. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm really want to say that Brooklyn will sell out second just because of stock, but I have a feeling like AZ is going to show up heavy, and that that D-backs may sell out second. I could see that happening. It wouldn't be unconscionable if it did.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And then of course on Sunday, we just announced this not too long ago. The
Mhm.
Homeland collection. So this is also going to be taking place at many worlds from 12 to 5 p.m. It's Sunday, so people sleeping a little bit later. But yeah, Sunday,
Mhm.
March 10th. And I'm going to read this off real quick just because as I go through each one, it'll kind of like give more detail as far as where the inspiration came for these. So, color
Mhm.
inspiration comes from 3 community driven reservation schools of Arizona native lands.
Mm.
It's out of order based on the way I put the slides in, so my apologies. So, this one, the White River, Alcasay Alcasay High School is the
Okay.
representation on this one. So, uh, optic white for the crown, yellow button, yellow upper visor, baby blue interior for the Arizona script and 2001 World Series. And I think it's a gray undervisor.
Yeah. See how you beat me to it. I was just about to say that. It's definitely giving me Denver, like retro Denver Nugget jersey
Ooh,
vibes.
good call.
Yeah. That's clean. I like how those colors work together.
No, me too. Next up is going to be so all three are going to be Arizona Diamondbacks just because Arizona specific with the Arizona native high schools and stuff like that. So Scouts Blue is this one pays homage to Window Rock High School. So this is the
Hmm.
fancy cursive script with the baby blue crown, off-white button, navy blue upper visor, 2011 All-Star game, and a gray undervisor.
Yeah. I feel like I like it. Normally with hats like this, I'm kind of always unsure about the button when if it's a different color than the visor, but this one it works because you have the white kind of outline and then you also have the white in the side pass, so it makes sense. I was surprised they didn't go navy button, but either which way, I think it looks great.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I've always been a sucker for it, like it still matches as you were saying with the white button, like it still matches
Yeah.
within the color strain, like color scheme of everything else going on the hat. But it's like, yeah, for me, it's never more like a lot of people prefer button to match the upper visor, and I could go a different route on that.
Yeah. I feel like with your knockout pack, you did a good job of like picking complementary colors
Oh
to the top
man.
visor. Yeah.
I'll tell if I haven't told you the story about that, I'll tell you the story like the end of the show as far as
Yeah.
why that happened.
Right.
And this is the last one. So this is going to be the Warrior Green for Tuba City High School. And the last thing I want to
Mm.
say in regard to this is 3 Arizona exclusive styles dropping this Sunday at many worlds, so 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Creating memories for each community and illuminating their pride is embedded in each colorway. Percentage of the proceeds getting donated to each of these community athletic programs. So, aside
Great
from picking
call.
up some cool hats, you guys actually will be helping fund their athletic programs as well.
Yeah. I like that this pack had two tones and tonal hats. I feel like lately two tones have kind of been running, the game, at least for 5950s. I feel
Yeah,
like they've been more prevalent. So I like the fact that this pack has a tonal in it. I'm agreeing with Kobe, not Kobe, on this one. This one is this is probably like my favorite because I think it's just like I think it's kind of goes back to what Jesse was talking about, earth tones.
yeah,
Very wearable with a lot of things, really versatile. I like it.
I agree with that. Actually, in seeing the Arizona born patch on the side, I gotta say, going back to what Marky was saying as far as like why he used that particular patch on his hat, um,
Mhm.
and going back to depth of storytelling, like truly inspiring stuff right there.
Exactly. And I feel like I think somebody asked earlier, 214 Fitteds, is this script new? I think he was talking about the second hat, Ben.
Oh
I've
yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that we've gone with this cursive script on a hat. So this will be the first available. There are going to be some more going into the future that are going to be dropping later this month. But yeah,
Mhm.
because I've seen so many photos using this script for our future releases, it didn't dawn on me. And so thank you to Furry for pointing this out, and thank you, chat, for pointing that out.
Yeah, I like this. I feel like that, like how the San Francisco like spell out or script became like the wave. I can see this becoming the wave for like D-backs hats, like probably the last half of this year. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of other stores kind of stealing the sauce on that one.
Ooh. Oh my god. Hold on one second. Let me go back to normal frame here. There we go. So yeah, that's what's going on outside of the website. That's going on in the Arizona community this weekend. And then
Mhm.
of course there's everything going on in stores and everything going on the website that we have left to talk to you guys about. So
Yep.
let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
Gold Rush. These are going to be
Oh man.
dropping tomorrow, as in Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, as well as teams and colorways in every location.
Mhm. Mhm.
So figure start from the front here, just because of color scheme. All these are going to be made in China. Going with the two-tone tan crown, light brown upper visor, light brown button, and metallic gold Arizona Diamondbacks 20th anniversary.
I like this one. I feel like this palette, like a light colored
There
don't
we go.
color going into like more of like a darker visor. I like that. The other way around sometimes kind of throws me off, but I like how we did that. I like how we split the two tone on this one.
I agree. And the fact that we minimized it, we didn't do like a full bore, color scheme in this one specific one. I think it's nice to kind of split things up into different colors just to give a little bit more option. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that green UV, black guts.
Oh yeah.
Hmm,
All of them are
okay.
going to have black sweatbands. All of them are going to have green undervisors. And that's about the only thing that's really in common amongst all three different
Yeah,
colorways. Because there are,
yeah,
or sorry, I think there's actually 4 different colorways. We'll get into that here in a sec. It's like very slight in a few of the other ones.
yeah.
Oh,
Give
everybody's
give
telling me.
chat the full HD experience, Ben.
My
Yeah.
bad, my bad, my bad.
Woo.
Houston Astros up next. So metallic gold 45th anniversary side patch. Of course, the blend of metallic gold, metallic copper, and metallic rust.
Yeah, that's the one.
It
I'm
is.
calling it now. Calling it now, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one.
Boom.
You have to show that Astros front script again, Ben. You got to show that and then slowly transition into the side patch. You know how they do on Instagram when we're
Oh, I
showing
got
the
you. Hold on one second. Here we
Oh
go.
man. What we do to this 45th patch should be a crime. Like I feel like it's unreal how much metallic we stick into that patch and make it look the way that it does. That's insane. The Mets is the one. Okay, Cap Crusader.
All
I'm gonna
right.
have to see
All
it.
right.
I'm gonna have to see it.
All right. So that's the two-tone tan and brown. Now we are going into the light brown. And so yeah, the next two I'm going to show you are a lighter shade of brown, much like the upper visor of the ones I just showed you. And then the 2 after that, or 3 after that, are actually a darker shade of brown. So I'll try to San Francisco Giants up next.
Mm-hmm.
Battle of the Bay. And yes, this is all metallic threading between the green, the royal blue, and of course the red that's within the patch there.
Wow. There's nothing different I would do with that hat.
No.
Nothing.
And it was funny just like reading comments on Twitter about this and like how anybody who has a fan of a team in the National League West, because obviously we did not do a Padres in this mix, but we essentially did every other team in that division. And so Baltimore up next.
Very clean.
Very
clean.
And then, yeah, I will say I made a comment earlier with the white domes about, you know, the outline around the alternate logo here. And this is definitely one of the situations where it's best to not have it.
Yeah, I feel like you would have either had to make the O logo tonal, or you would have had to go like brown on the outside, which to me wouldn't have.
Oh yeah,
it hits just as fine with that metallic gold stitching.
All right, so next up is going to be the Dodgers, and like I said, there are two different shades of brown. You can definitely tell the difference between the two.
Okay, so I thought that like these were like kind of like a sneaky two-tone on the lighter side.
There is going to be a two-tone here in a second. That's
okay,
why
cool.
I didn't notice it at first, because when I wrote the launch page up, all I saw was like photos, and it's like, okay, it looks like two different colorways. No, there's 4 different colorways in this collection. It's crazy. So these are dark crown, dark upper visor, dark button. So these next 3 are going to be basically the same, but there's that shiny metallic, all metallic 50th anniversary at Dodger Stadium.
Very clean. I do like that one. Like I said, I feel like the 50th. What was the other one? I think the 50th, and even like the that other anniversary patch for the San Francisco, I feel like has been growing on me. I like those.
Oh, the 25th.
The 25th, yes.
Yeah. The Steve Garvey, as Third Line calls it. Oh my God. Your hometown team, the Atlanta Braves, up next.
The one thing I wanted to know is if this one was a sneaky two-tone. I'm glad that this one is just tonal. This
solid,
one is
baby.
I like that. I'm definitely gonna have to probably pick that one up tomorrow.
I got a Cap Crusader talking shit, of course. What are your thoughts on this particular patch with the addition of the welcome to the show at the bottom? I'm always like on the fence about it.
I like it. I think it definitely makes the 95 World Series patch pop a little bit more.
Okay.
It's not one that you normally see. I feel like the last time I've seen us do the show patch was it in the race pack or one of the packs that we did. I think it was like a black, like the Braves was black and red, traditional team colors, but I think it had the welcome to the show patch.
Yeah.
So it's clean. I like it.
Kobe, not Kobe 24. I think the welcome to the show patch has to do with old video game. And I'm spacing on which one. I think it's what, MLB 2K?
MLB. I think it was like MLB welcome to the show. Yep.
Oh, MLB the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
God. And then last but not least, in this specific colorway, so the dark crown, dark upper visor, Austin's favorite New York Yankees, but with the actual on-field 1998 World Series patch, not the media guide version.
See, this is one of those times where because of the collection 99 here, I'm curious as to why we didn't go 99 here. I'm just curious. I'm not mad at the 98, but I feel like 99 here would have been.
I have a theory. So going back to everybody's comments, oh God, everybody's comments about the Padres connection. So the Yankees did play the Padres in the 1998 World Series. So I feel like that maybe.
Yeah, that's probably the hook. That's probably more of the hook than going 99, because it wouldn't have tied in with the theme.
There we go.
That makes sense. Now we're back.
God damn it! Everything was going great until that exact moment. And of course, black sweat, green under visor. So that's it for the all dark brown upper visor and crown, and of course the lighter shades here. So now here is the two-tone you were talking about, and I'm going to start with the Mets. And yeah, if I get the angle right, you can see the difference between the upper visor and the crown being a little bit different in shade.
That actually reminds me of the chocolate chip cookie pack a little bit.
Ooh,
the sneaky two, like, because the was it Cleveland? Yeah, I think the Cleveland in that pack was that.
Just the absolute hatred between Yankees and Mets fans in the chat is just hilarious right now.
I was waiting for David. I was like, I know he's somewhere in the comments lurking.
40th anniversary, all metallics going on here. Not too shabby. Flat stitch baddie, of course, green undervisor, black sweatband. And last but not least, this is the last one. So in this, the two-tone style. Speaking of Cleveland Indian script with the Jacobs Field patch.
I do like this as well. The only thing I will say is that I wish that if I could trade one team out of the tonals, and put the Indians in its place, that would probably be the only thing I would say. I'm not mad at the sneaky two-tone, but that would have been one I would have said, yeah.
I'm right there with you. Yeah. And my personal favorite of all these is actually the Baltimore. So Sub Diego, I agree with you on that one. What is your favorite between all four colorways?
I mean, I think I like the two-tone a lot. I still feel like the Astros to me is just, I think just again, you have a light color, dome color, and it's just that 45th is just undefeated. Of all the patches, I think it uses complementary colors, metallics in there. That's just clean to me. Extremely clean
on that one. I like that. And then just a reminder, these are dropping tomorrow, as in Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, and in every store. So moving on into Friday, a much smaller pack. These are called the Whiskeys. So there's only 3 in this pack, so thank God for that. We'll be able to hum through it really quick. But this is an off-white crown. I know the light is making it seem like it's optic white, but I assure you it's definitely off-white. Metallic gold, Boston Red Sox, and there's that fancy Fenway Park patch on the side.
Shout out to Max Season. Max, I think you might want this one. I have a feeling.
Yeah. Black on the upper visor, black on the button, flat stitch baddie on the back, so black, white, and metallic gold, and good gray bottom with the black sweatband. And these are going to be made in Laos.
Yeah, I really like that. I like that side patch a lot. That's Fenway side patch is insane.
It's gorgeous. I was gonna say, because this is like technically a variety pack, originally I wasn't gonna get these in. I was just gonna gloss over, but I like these too much where it's like, okay, we got to show these off in hand.
Yeah.
Laos. Yeah, they're made in Laos. I'm not kidding. And Hie saying Laos are good. Laos are underrated. I'm seeing a lot of positive comments in there. That's awesome. Texas Rangers up next. So we got that peanut butter khaki for the crown. Optic white interior, metallic gold, metallic green, a little bit of a lighter shade of forest green for the upper visor. And there's your final season patch, Taylor. Or Tafuri, sorry.
Yeah. That's good. I feel like, again, like that between the final season patch and the All-Star game patch, my 2 favorites and honorable mention right now to the 2024 All-Star game. Those are my 3.
I looked over at your screen and saw you weren't there, and then Taylor just popped up in my head, which is wild. I mean, hey, it still works.
Yeah, I feel like this kind of reminds me of the color story that we just showed on Site Sleepers.
Yeah.
It does.
Just a darker shade of brown is like the primary difference between the two. Oh,
yeah, I think
difference, obviously.
And I do like the fact that the Batterman is metallic, looks like metallic gold or gold rush on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very
metallic gold and metallic green. And then this is the third one. So I didn't want to bring this up with Jessie in regard to a different possibility of G logo for his hat. I feel like he made a smart move with the Guardians because there's also the San Francisco Giants G logo, but I will say the Guardians G logo for his collection has a lot more detail, and this is relatively flat, but it's still a favorite of a lot of Giants fans. And there's your favorite 25th anniversary patch.
Yeah, that's the perfect example as to why you can pump a lot of metallic in there. Yeah, I think for the purposes of the pack, I'm feeling like the hook is the reason, like probably why they went with that color with that front logo, but I'm not mad at it.
I'll say this: it's very gentlemanly.
Yes.
But yes, all 3 of these hats are made in Laos. These are dropping Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app. This is the small whiskey pack. Friday.
Definitely, I'm definitely going to say Boston is my favorite of the 3.
I got to go Texas on this one. And I know it's the same as the color story we just did, but just that darker shade and your favorite side patch just
yeah. I'm not mad at that pick. I'm not mad at that pick at all. I'm not.
All right. Saturday, there's a variety pack dropping as well. I'm going to hammer through these pretty quick. Whew. All right. First up, Chicago White Sox. So this is a stone crown. That is metallic silver for the front logo, Comiskey Park.
Whoa.
And this is going to be a pinky.
Whoa. That front logo. Hold on.
I know.
Hold on. That's Listen, chat. I'm gonna foot stomp here. That is the one.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Yeah, and I told you guys in Discord, it's like there's a lot to show off, and we haven't even gotten to the returning collections yet, which we're gonna get to here in a little bit. So for all you guys who know That Boy Cash, the next three he worked with John on. First up is a Chicago Bulls. Oh shit. Chicago White Sox.
Right. You know what? It's because of the script. You know, I understand.
Yes, that's exactly why it was in my head.
Yeah, it was because of the script. I'm gonna save you on that one.
So metallic graphite interior, metallic rust on the exterior. This is obviously a light gray crown, red button, so black upper visor. So going back to the offsetting button and upper visor. 2003 All-Star game.
All gold.
I
don't think we've seen an all gold on a Chicago since the Game 6, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Okay, Cash.
Good gray, black sweatband, and these are made in China.
You know what's funny? That colorway I think actually matches an Air Jordan 2. I just can't remember what it's not a black. No, it might actually be the black cement 2s. If I remember. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's the black cement Air Jordan 2s.
I can't believe I said the Bulls. God damn it. This is number 3 from That Boy Cash. Milwaukee Brewers. So any guys looking for some fancy Milwaukee Brewers stuff?
Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
Show the front patch. Whoa. That front patch? Okay, Cash. Okay. All right. That's different. And that red, see, like for most people that think that red is off-putting, I wouldn't have put anything else there. Man.
I know.
Man. And that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can say about that. And then metallics, forest green, silver, and red rust on the back as well. Gray undervisor, black sweatband, made in China.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's Korea 9, 100%. I had to like really concentrate on what I was coming out of my mouth on that one.
Yeah, Kobe. I'm like, yeah, bro. There's some details on that hat that are just insane, and that spell out as well is just.
Okay. And Sub Diego 619, you are on the right path, as are you, Irvin 3. All right, you guys ready for number 3?
Yes.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Let me get rid of this because it's not part of the hat.
Yo, okay. Double birds, and that's metallic blue and metallic green on that bird, correct?
And metallic gold for the St. Louis and the bat, yes.
Wow. And then wait a minute.
I know, it just gets worse, doesn't it?
Listen, nah, Cash is getting a DM for me tonight because I'm like, look, man, what you want right now? Because that's nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty. And is that St. Louis? That's metallic gold as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. I'll see what's happening here.
It's yeah, and if you talk to Cash, like have him tell you, because John told me the story behind these, and it's not to say there's a lot of moving parts. There's just a lot I can't talk about. But y'all are on the right path. There is a kind of a specific draft that it falls in line with. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel like is the button on that blue?
It is blue. Yeah, sorry.
Is the UV on that green?
It is.
Probably the only adjustment I would make is I would have made that button green. Maybe that would have been it. I mean, but as is, it's a beautiful hat. I understand. But that side patch, that Busch Stadium side patch, good Lord. Okay. All right.
Whew.
Wow.
You ready for
the
next one?
Expensive weekend.
I'm curious how the mood of the chat is going to be affected by this, because now we're going into the Mets with a real tree camo upper visor.
Okay, yeah. All right. And
so this one is not cash. It was just those three. Yeah. God damn. This is a palate cleanser, guys. Come on. But this is off-white for the crown, obviously metallic royal blue for the interior orange, and then metallic green and blue for the 40th anniversary patch on the side.
So you know what, chat? Everybody's saying they don't like it. I'm gonna be the person that's the contrarian, and I would say give me real tree camo pants and some Cav 4s.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could do something with that. You could do something with it. Or maybe no, I wouldn't know, not Cav 4s. Give me the Kith Air Force Ones and the white silk, the white satin chalk line jacket. Give me that. We're in business.
So there's a reason why I set it up purposely like that, because here's the final hat that's dropping on Saturday. Here's the back, which is a black crown, black upper visor. It's a black and teal flat stitch Batterman logo on the back. White guts, dark teal under visor. Sorry about that. And yeah,
Chat, you've been asking for it.
Emerald
you've been
Bay,
asking,
baby.
You've been asking, and it's back.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna break it down for you guys. All three of the Seattle Mariners Emerald Bay hats are returning in March. This one's number 1. We just split them up, and so don't worry. There's more to come.
Is that like metallic teal?
Yeah.
Or like that's disgusting.
So Saturday.
So peace to like Ben said, all three of them are coming back, but they're going to be spaced out throughout the month. So, pay attention to those apps, folks. Keep those notification bells on, because heat's coming.
We'll hammer through this next portion really quick. So I said 2 mystery collections were coming back for this next week, and this one is number 1. I can't remember who asked this in the chat last week, but y'all hit it dead on the head, because MLB retro scripts are coming back on Monday.
Okay.
So 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm pretty sure stores are going to be getting these as well. But the only difference between the original ones that we did and this version is the side patch. It's just the actual, team logo. It's not an actual year or anything like that. All these are going to be a combination of green and gray upper visors. They do have the Batterman logo in the back, but I will tell you, all of these are actually made in Laos.
Laos makes good hats.
They do.
Laos does make good hats.
So Houston Astros, of course, going to be in this mix. Then we have a Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers with the old school T logo, Pittsburgh Pirates, of course.
Okay.
New York Yankees had to be in the mix there.
Yeah.
San Diego Padres.
Not bad. No. Not bad.
Another San Diego Padres.
I like that one over the other one.
I do too. I've always liked the brown and yellow a little bit more, but I do like the Friar on the side of it.
Yeah, the Friar ties together the palette. I agree.
Chicago White Sox, old favorite, of course. Arizona Diamondbacks. San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
Oakland A's. And a very big emphasis on the Oakland part of this hat. Two different Los Angeles Dodgers. So we got the Dodger blue as well as the black, which was a big favorite the last time we dropped it. California Angels.
Okay.
And that's it for the those are going to be the only retro scripts that are going to be coming back. So like I said, those are going to be dropping on Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com and Hack Club app. Oh my God. There's more. I swear to God, there's more. But we're getting close to the end.
But wait, there's more.
It's insane. I mean, for any of you guys who watched Benchwarmers on Monday, I think I had talked about, like, I was panicking just based on how much shit we're dropping over the next week. And new color story. Give me 1 sec. So I'm gonna have to go big on this one. So this is gonna be stone crown, indigo interior, red outline, a light forest green upper visor, and light forest green button. And metallics, of course, in the side patch. So St. Louis Cardinals up first.
I like that patch. I do like that patch.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cap Crusader. Essentially, it's a reverse color styling of the ones that we dropped a couple drops ago. So
yeah, because I think the crowns were the color of the visor.
Yep.
I think, yeah.
So we can kind of go through these a little bit quick. These are going to be dropping on Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, as well as every store. And these are all going to be made in China. Next up is going to be the alternate TC logo for the Minnesota Twins.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
40th anniversary of the American League champions in 1965. Let's see. Next up, we got the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes, Cap Crusader. These are stone crowns.
Not a logo we use very often. This is actually the 1994 spring training batting practice logo for the front, but of course the 30th anniversary for the side patch.
This is my favorite one that you've shown so far.
I'm going to put that to the side because I've gone through these and I think I'm going to have the same opinion as you do. So late 2000s split logo, SD logo for the San Diego Padres with the 2016 All-Star game.
I like that side patch. Kind of giving me like geography class vibes. Kind of a globe. I don't know why that just came to my mind.
Where in the world is Teferi Taylor?
Exactly. You know what? That might need to be a series. Like,
yes,
at some point during this year, just do recaps from different places.
I'm down with that. We did it a couple times, like over the last few years, but more so with me when I was going between Arizona and New York all the time. But Baltimore Orioles up next with the 50th anniversary.
I do like that. Pin the towel. It's free. You'd have to catch me. I'm pretty fast. But I do like that 50th on this hat. I do like that. I like patches that kind of really use the full colors.
Yes.
So I do like this, and I like the San Diego Padres one.
Yeah.
Kobe, that's not a bad take. I think this year I've not seen from Hat Club a bad Baltimore Orioles hat yet. I've not.
And I agree with you on that. And it's just like, and I'm not being biased because I work for the company. I mean, I feel like any alternate logo Orioles hat that we've dropped has actually had a lot of time and care go into it. So 80s logo San Francisco Giants. This is going to be a flat stitch with the 1989 World Series patch.
I like that. I like it's a very simple one. Cap Crusader, when I come on the field, the freeze takes a break. So when you come to Truist Park, if you know who the freeze is, then you can get that joke.
Aren't they looking for a new freeze right now? Are you taking over?
You know what? If I was, I have to keep it secret.
I don't blame you, man. You gotta keep that on ice.
Freeze by night, recap host by day. I actually, I like this side patch a lot. Hold on.
Yeah, this is at 1939 again.
Yeah, I like that patch. I like how like all the colors are used really genuinely here. That's tough. I do like that. Yes, Austin's favorite team piece, 1000%.
Of course, there's going to be a Houston Astros in the mix, so this is going to be the mid-90s jersey script style with your favorite 45th anniversary.
Listen, I'm going to go to Houston and I'll put up a sign and I'm going to say the 45th anniversary patch is the best Houston Astros patch. Fight me if you feel otherwise. That's literally what the sign is going to say. So
I feel like people are going to buy you barbecue and beer for that hot take.
Listen, if that's barbecue, beer, burrito, the 3 Bs, all of that, I need it.
Ooh, God, I cannot wait to get back there. And this is the last one, Texas Rangers. A lot of metallics going on here. 2024 All-Star Game patch for the side.
Listen, it's very close. Texas Rangers people, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, if this should be a chat topic for Discord. What will the Texas All-Star Game 2024 patch replace? Will it replace well, definitely won't replace the final season. We can get that out the way, but I don't know. I think arguments could be made. It could be just as good, if not better, than the 96.
If there's a patch that I hope we never use again, it's the Texas Rangers Baseball Club side patch, because that one's boring as fuck.
Yeah. I think that wasn't there also there's the Arlington Stadium patch, I think we used on one.
Yes, it's very similar to that, like the old school 1970s style Arlington patch, which I'm not a big fan of. Sorry, let me get you back into. We're both in the same size frame. My apologies. But I think we both agree that this is our favorite from the color story that's dropping next Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, and in every Hack Club location.
Yeah, 1000%. I like that. I like that speed read. That was nice.
Hey, it's my take on the old Micro Machines guy from back in the day.
Peace. You know what? 50 year. I mean, arguments can be made. I stand on what I say. I still stand on what I say. I'm like Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, brandishing the sword and willing to defend my opinion.
All right, because you guys have been super cool. Okay, there's one more collection to show, but because Liam Menas, you asked what time that Emerald Bay is dropping on Saturday, 7 a.m. Pacific.
So 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
For my time buffs out there.
So you guys get the advantage on this one more so than everybody else. And that includes like all those That Boy Cash hats as well. So you guys can scoop easy.
Yeah. And Cash's package dropping Saturday also, right?
Yeah. All those hats I showed together, they're all dropping at the same time. So
yeah, 1000. Yeah, okay, cool.
Keep your mouth shut.
Tell no one. If they say, hey, did you see that episode of Recap? Say, what episode of Recap? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Aragon. So all 3 versions of the Mariners are coming back this month. That's all I know so far. So yes, the Block S, the S with the compass, and then obviously the alternate compass logo that drops on Saturday. All 3 are dropping this month. So you're in good shape on that.
Shout out to Best of AZ for the Fight Club reference. If you know, you know. First rule of Recap.
Goddamn right. All right, this is the last thing we're going through. So this is the second returning collection that's happening over this next week. My God. So these are going to be Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, and all the stores are getting these as well. Hack Club app is getting these. These are the, oh my God, I forgot the name of it. They're the hats we dropped on Black Friday. Stadium Series. My God.
Okay.
So we can go through these pretty quick. And then, so all green under visor, black crown, black upper visor, Three River Stadium for the Pittsburgh Pirates up first. Texas Rangers final season up next.
This is the first Texas Rangers that I wish it was flipped. I wish it was, well, because if it was a white was the threading on top, then it would just be a black drop shadow. No. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No, exactly. That's kind of where I feel with this one as well. And I will say, because all the front logos are going to be a combination of black and white. All the side patches are going to be team color based. So yeah, they all sold out black on Black Friday, which is the reason why we brought them back for you guys.
Yeah.
Washington Nationals with the RFK Stadium, or RFK on the side patch for this one.
I like this one. Very clean.
I like that. Actually, the subtle black outline around the W, I kind of dig. I'm not gonna lie.
See, that's what I was thinking for the Texas, but I realized because that T has a drop shadow, I feel like it wouldn't have the same effect. I don't think.
Kobe, not Kobe.
Maybe.
You're such a jerk.
It's
Orioles, Camden Yard. Oriole Park at Camden Yard's coming back.
like that.
San Diego Padres Stadium. Cleveland Indians alternate eye logo with the Jacobs Field patch. Nice.
Yeah, I do remember that one. I think I have that one. I think I do have that one.
San Francisco Giants. So this is essentially just a normal San Francisco Giants hat, but with a white logo. But inaugural season patch on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Cubbies with the Wrigley Field patch. So black interior, white exterior. So reverse color drop shadow.
Okay. Not mad at that one. Not mad at it.
No. And there's another one that's going to be very similar to that. Dodgers 40th anniversary at Dodger Stadium. New York Mets Shea Stadium. So nice to see this side patch back in the rotation.
I feel like that was that like a NoHo exclusive a while back. I want to say there was a Shea Stadium, or no? I'm thinking
you're right.
There was. Okay, there was. All right. I thought I wasn't tripping. I think it was like in team colors.
I think it was one of. Oh, was it a Rushmore one?
I don't think it was. I want to say it was Frosty's.
Yeah, that's right. It was all metallic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Nice. Final season of Busch Stadium, St. Louis Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Houston Astros, 2000 inaugural season. Atlanta Braves, Turner Field, final season.
I feel like I need like a black and white Braves hat. I don't like the one I have is like completely trashed and run through, so I need a new one.
Remember the Ox Pack one we did?
I do remember that. That was a good one. I'm currently seeking it on Grailed.
Oh, really?
Yes, I am.
I would say just hang tight. Maybe.
Heard you.
Milwaukee Brewers County Stadium, not to switch subjects there all of a sudden on you. New York Yankees 100th anniversary of Yankee Stadium. Detroit Tigers 2000 inaugural season of Comerica Park.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Cincinnati Reds, Old Riverfront Stadium.
I do like this. I do like that one.
This to me is where the reverse drop shadow actually works.
Yes, I feel like that's a. Yeah, I feel like it works. It works here better. I think with slender logos, like not larger block logos, it works better.
And I think it's the last one. Yeah, it is. Oh my God, we're at the end. Minnesota Twins, TC inaugural season 2010.
I like that. I like the hits of red in the side patch.
Oh my God.
I know AB is somewhere smiling.
Surprisingly, no Mariners coming back, which I'm actually kind of blown away by.
Yeah, no Mariners. I don't think I saw D-backs in there either, like chat was saying. And no Phillies.
No Phillies. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh God, sorry, hold on. I gotta switch this back.
Yeah.
Danny 310, you paid me a very, very nice compliment earlier when Jessie and Marky were on. I appreciate that, man. I seriously I do. I didn't want to interrupt what they were saying, but I did notice what you said, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Chad had an interesting question. I think I just saw it earlier. Peace 2314 said, speaking of Rushmore times Hat Club again when?
This year, I think. I know it's vague. I don't know the answer, but I've heard that there's supposed to be something happening this year.
Yeah, I feel like it's a tradition at this point. I feel like last year it was top of the year, so it was like first quarter. So, I could see something like summer. Summer, like I could see maybe summer or early fall. Yeah, that cards is crazy.
I'm assuming this is the Cardinals that was being asked to be shown again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. And then I think someone in the chat also asked to see the Chicago White Sox again. Yeah. The stone one. That crown is insane. I'm sorry.
It's the metallic silver with the stone that just kind of does it for me. Like it just works.
Yeah, that's probably like my favorite one of the variety pack because I know you showed the variety pack first, then you showed Cash's stuff, and it's a
And
pinky.
it's a pinky.
Yeah, that's I need all parts of that. And then
I got the Milwaukee again.
yeah, that one and the Milwaukee are probably the ones that are gonna have to come home for me. I need both of those. I need them both.
I've got a great jersey that'll match perfectly with this, so I have to buy it.
Unapologetically, I need that, and I feel like this is another one of those. Yeah, that's another one of those just like crowns that I feel like is just executed really well.
I didn't even have a chance to answer Elk Dot's question. My God, get off my ass, guys. I don't know. I'm not in control of that. Oh my God. Big Show. No, it's an Oscar Robertson, actually. NBA at 51. Old school colors, baby.
Yeah. So Chad was asking about all of those. So the Sox, Milwaukee, Cardinals, the other two hats that you showed from the variety pack, all that's dropping Saturday because I know we said 10 a.m. for that Emerald Bay Mariners, but is
No,
everything
all of them are dropping the exact same time. So 7 a.m.
okay?
Pacific, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. My bad.
Yeah.
You need more hats added to the sale page. I'm not in control of that.
Oh, Argon. That I mean, anybody that mentions Larry June catches my attention. But Ben, he said, when is the Larry June Giants Great Mall exclusive dropping next week? Give us locals a clue.
I don't think we can drop it anymore unless we pay him like thousands of dollars to drop it again.
Listen,
Hold on. I'm curious if I still have his phone number. And I'm not doing that to flex or anything like that. I'm genuinely curious because I used to
flex to me, Ben. You have a direct line to Uncle Larry. That is a direct flex.
I do not. I do not have it anymore. Sorry.
But
wait, T800 John posted it today. What are you talking about?
I know what he's talking about. It's a black crown. The baseball for the Giants logo is actually an orange.
Yeah.
So, when it's not an orange, but it's orange colored.
Oh, that hat. Got it. Sorry. I was thinking of something completely different. I think that one should be dropping over the next not this fuck. Hold on. God damn it, guys. I guess we might as well push the entire 2 hours that we can out of this show.
Facts.
Oh my God. It's not dropping then. Oh, there is a Phoenix Firebirds dropping next week. Shit, didn't see that one coming. Okay, got it. So that Giants hat is going to drop on March 15th.
Whew.
So what is that?
That's going to be another great weekend.
Friday of next week.
Yeah, it's going to be Friday. Is that? Then we're going to have some very good hat drop happening in NoHo the 16th. And then after, that's going to be another great weekend of hats. I feel like between these 2 weekends, I'm not going to have much money to spend on anything else.
I know. There is going to be some sad news for next week, quote unquote sad. I'm not going to be on recap next week.
How could you, Ben? How could you?
Here's why. I'm going to be pissed drunk in Las Vegas watching college basketball. That's why.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, is that the Pac-12 championship week, right? Okay, yeah.
Steven Seabright, fuck you, man. You're saying you're going to be sitting next to me. What are you even talking about right now?
Yeah. It was like, this is going to be like, I feel like between that recap would be insane.
Yeah.
Like drunk Ben on the recap. Yeah.
If I'm going to try and tap in from my phone, I'll do my best. I might have to go outside and hopefully it's at like a, halftime of a game or something like that. But yeah, it's the last Pac-12 tournament ever. And so it's like, I gotta
Gotta be there.
It's like
Gotta
a
be there.
funeral, man. I gotta go and pay my respects.
Yeah, chat's actually having some interesting suggestions because as you guys know, the Wild Panda pack is dropping next week, next Saturday. So they're requesting AB to be a host.
Hey,
That
why
we
not?
might be able to arrange that. AB is a very busy man. So if AB can't come, we'll get Oscar. But we'll just have to
Ooh.
we'll have to consult AB and Oscar to see if they'll be available.
I can get on board with that.
And then they said, wait, I thought Elk Dot had some hats coming out.
Does he?
I believe he does.
Wait, Elk Dot, do you have hats coming out? Like, were you being serious about? I honestly don't know.
I feel like I've seen some stuff that's come out. So I'm trying to let's see here.
I wasn't trying to dismiss that. I seriously had no idea if there is.
I feel like he does.
Not with. Oh, how dare you?
Bad chat. Bad.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, but congratulations though, Elk Dot. You always come here and show love, so I'm sure that wherever you're dropping it, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, they better be dope as fuck, or I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, hey man, listen, sell out dates. I'll be lobbying for you on the inside over here.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, so for next week, to Furry, I'm gonna make sure all the hats get sent to you.
Hey, listen, it's gonna be a great time. Me and Benson will decide our top 3 and top 5 of the hats that we receive.
And I will make sure they include the other random variety packs that I know are dropping over the next week. So there's some good ones.
Listen, I'm gonna say this might be a hot take, but I really feel like the variety packs that we've been dropping are right on par with our collections this month. Like I feel like we wax and wane sometimes. There's sometimes where like the main show is the collections we drop, but I feel like the variety packs for this month, at least that I've had the opportunity to see, they're right up there with the main collections.
I agree with that. Because I know there's 10 or 11 specific variety pack hats that one of them, it was the Emerald Bay that we're dropping this Saturday, but there's like another 10 that we haven't shown off that are going to be a huge deal. And yes, to Furry, David Kearns requested the Stone Cold vest. You might have to bust it out this month. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so it is. I am breaking it out, and I may have another surprise as far as what hat I choose to wear that week. In celebrating a specific release that may be coming out that Saturday. John 3:16 is a very interesting phrase, High TV, and I'm glad that you brought that up because 3:16, if you're in the NoHo area, heard that there's some Lost Boys and some two-tone Cardinal action that's supposedly going down at NoHo. So, I just hear things. I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
It could be Tough 3:16 on Wednesday, but it will definitely be John 3:16 on March 16th. So I'm here for it. Brist iced tea. You know what? I like that, Ben Veer. That's a Hall of Fame comment. I love chat, man. Y'all are witty with the puns this week. What's going on with y'all, man? I like it.
Space Hippie, I saw you make that comment like when we started the show that WWE contacted you about using your Cody Rhodes video. That's fucking sick, man.
That's awesome. I really feel like I don't know what the minutia would be to. So I guess it's more of a Ben question. Ben, has WWE been like NHL and saying like we can't do themed hats for like superstars or implying things for superstars? I feel like because again, we don't do hats with hooks,
Not that I know
obviously.
of.
Yeah. So
I could ask one of my good friends works in multimedia content for WWE, and so I can ask him.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like there would be a lot of interesting things that could be done if it was allowed. If in a very weird spatial way, some things might be loosely associated with certain people. Liam Enos is asking me, am I rocking the Cards or the Lost Boys? Man, it won't be that. It won't be that next week, but there will be a TEF sighting at NoHo. We'll just say that I will be up north for my brother John's release.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was only right.
I love
But
that you're able to do that.
believe me, it's for that, I feel like I like both crowns. I feel like the Lost Boys is probably just because I understood what it was when John first did it. I think I have like a partialness to it. But I feel like appearance wise, because I've seen both in hand, um, the St. Louis to me is just it's crazy. Like that something about navy blue and olive together is just a crazy palette combination. He did.
And that is exactly why I bought that upside down Diamondbacks this morning, because it is that color palette, but just with obviously the off-white crown.
Yeah.
It looks good.
And I will say this, man, you know, I won't steal any of John's thunder, but it's like if y'all like this, there's a lot more coming. A lot more good stuff coming. I mean, you know, shouts out if you guys don't know the ambassadors and you guys don't, know who they are, definitely try to connect with them because guys there's some great stuff on the way. Like I said, first quarter belongs to Hat Club. Again, I will sit in the middle of downtown Atlanta and put that up on a sign, tell someone to tell me about it. But I just feel like, I mean, you have Wild Panda, you had AB's Para Mi Gente pack, you have the Por La Familia here again with Marky and also with Jessie. You know, the love that Arizona's getting right now. I mean, everything, variety packs, collections, whatever you want, we got. Come on, man. Master pack, CP's like there's so much good stuff that's dropped to start the year. It's like I'm not really seeing any other company doing it consistently like this.
Kobe, not Kobe. I'm on board with you on that. I mean, first off, we just need to go back. We need to go to Chicago. Like, I'm not counting Schaumburg for SneakerCon as going to Chicago. Like, we need to go to Chicago, and I need to go to Chicago again.
Yeah. Best of AZ 2001 pack that had that I know a lot of people are talking about that Diamondbacks that's in the team colors with that crazy inaugural 1998 patch. Yeah, I know about that one too.
Soon, baby.
Arizona's getting some goodies. Arizona's getting some goodies, man. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Yeah, but this is probably the longest recap we've had in a minute.
It is, yeah. Just a lot of material to cram in there, but guys, we appreciate you hanging on every second of it. Tef, always a pleasure. Glad you and I got to do this together, man. I feel like it went really smooth.
I had to get my Ben fix in since you're not going to be here next week, So thanks, Ben. Thanks a lot.
I appreciate that, man. Guys, we'll be back I'll be back for Bench Warmers next Monday for sure. And then flip the script next Tuesday. And then, next Wednesday for recap, it's going to be Austin and Tefuri for sure. And AB, I mean, why not, man?
Yeah, the people love AB. The people requested. I will go ask AB myself after the live is over. I'm going to go check out with them and see what we can make happen.
Yeah. If you guys are in Arizona, Many Worlds this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., as well as Sunday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Go scoop up those hats and be safe and be good humans, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.